What's up, everybody? Tim the Tool Man Taylor here.
What's up, dudes? Yeah, we're back again with another quarantini happy hour from my other buddy Devin. I have become a 42-year-old white woman with 2 daughters. One of them plays soccer. The other one is a dancer. I push her very hard. I never really show her any affection. I constantly tell her that she's just not good enough for my motherhood.
She's not good enough to deserve my motherhood.
She's 14 years old. She still sits in the back seat of the minivan because I'm just trying to, demoralize her, to break her down mentally and spiritually until she becomes the best dancer she can be, because that's what moms do.
And I, of course, have become a full-on youth pastor. I've decided to turn my way to the one and only man who saves me. I am only strengthened by he who strengthens me. That's God himself. So I decided to take my skills as a public speaker who only talks through a microphone to people in cars, and I took to the road. I'm currently in Michigan, just spreading the good word of JC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we love Jesus. Michigan for Jesus, dude. I'm all about it.
Holy shit, you lagged so hard just now. What'd you do? Open up a porn a porn web page? Am I right? We're having a good time, guys.
Yeah, no, I literally just logged into Pornhub Premium. I don't know why that would slow my connection. Supposedly they speed it up for premium members.
It's premium. Hello. I gotta have 22 gigahertz per second?
Yeah,
is that what it is? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you giga so much it hurts. You know what I'm saying?
More like giga squirts. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah,
we're having a good time. I mean, sorry, I can't say that kind of stuff anymore. I'm a youth pastor.
Yeah, you're a youth pastor now, dude. I can say that kind of stuff because I'm a raunchy mom at night. I drink wine after my kids go to sleep. They are 13 and 14 respectively, and I still make them go to sleep at 7 p.m. So I can start drinking my daily 2 bottles of wine while I ignore my husband. It's a whole character I thought of last night.
I like how you just said they're 13 and 14 respectively, like you said their names.
Clarissa. It's Clarissa and Hadley are their names. Hadley's the dancer. Clarissa is the soccer player.
Nice.
Clarissa is the light of my eye. She is the apple of my eye. She's amazing.
And Hadley is a straight up bitch, right?
Well, Hadley is introverted and likes to read poetry when she should be practicing her dancing. She should be out talking to boys and dancing, not reading her poetry.
Well, since being a youth pastor, I've given up alcohol. I have been buying what's it called? We call it the happy pill, but it's Adderall from all of my congregation. And, it keeps me alert. It keeps me up because little known fact about kids nowadays, they like to have sex at night. Almost exclusively.
Kids are nocturnal fuckers, dude.
So you got like 10 to 15 boys and girls sitting in a room together. Their juices are gonna get flowing and they're gonna start fucking at night.
Dude, the idea of a youth pastor who talks about like kids having sex is too real. That's too real, dude. It reminds me of going to CCD, Dude, reminds me of old Father Greg, dude.
Have I ever told you about the time that I got tricked into going to a Sunday morning mass?
Mm-mm.
So I was it was back when I was skating, like when I used to skate, and I used to have this friend who lived on the North Shore, and his mom would drop him off at a friend's house or whatever, and he would stay the day skating around New Orleans, and then at the end of the day she would come and pick him up.
Mm-hmm. And he like that, yeah.
And then he had so this was on a Saturday, and as we were wrapping everything up, he was like, "Hey, do you want to come spend the night?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, man. Cool." And so we're like, having a good time, like cutting up. We're like 15, 16 at this point. And no, probably more. We were in high school. I don't know how old are you in high school? Like 15 or 16?
Well, I was 20 when I graduated. They forced me to graduate. So. You're like,
you've been here too fucking long. Just leave.
Just get out. You can't be in high school and be able to drink. So I was like, I was 14 to 17 when I was in high school.
Yeah, like in that. So we go to his house. We're like cutting the fuck up, and his mom was like, "Oh, y'all better go to sleep." It's like 10:30. She's like, "You better go to bed." Didn't tell us why, and I was like, "Oh, we probably might be going to like a skate park tomorrow, like kind of early. It'd be really pretty cool." And at like 7:30 in the fucking morning, his mom like comes in. She's like, "All right, guys, time to wake up." And I'm like, "We just went to bed like maybe 3 hours ago. Like what the fuck?" And she makes this terrible food for breakfast. I don't know what it was. Like it was some sort of like breakfast casserole, but like I don't remember there being any ingredients that go into breakfast foods. Like I don't remember eggs or cheese or hash browns or anything, but it was like in a big fucking dish, and she like plopped it down. So I was like, whatever, I guess this is all I'm gonna eat today. So I like scarfed it down, and they're like, "All right, let's go." And so like I grabbed all my shit, we hop in their van, and we pull up to this church, and she's like, "All right, y'all have fun," and then leaves. And my buddy's like, "Oh yeah, we're going to Bible study."
What?
And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, every Sunday morning I go to Bible study."
What the fuck,
and I was like, who the fuck are you?
Dude, he didn't tell you?
No, like super sprung it on me.
That's so fucked up, dude. He brought you to the place and was like, "Let's go study God."
Yeah. And so we're in there, and it's like we had, at even being like 17, we were the oldest people there. Mm-hmm. Like other than the guy who was a youth pastor, and like picture a youth pastor, that's what this guy looked like. And
so is a youth pastor now, right? Like that's the name of
straight up. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Like, but to be fair though, I've been thinking about this a lot, because anytime like I'll tell somebody a story and they're like, "Oh, what are they doing now?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're probably dead." I think in my head, when I stop talking to people from my youth, they have died.
Oh yeah, they just stop existing. Because I don't know if you know this, man, but solipsism is the only school of thought that is actually real. The only thoughts that actually exist are your own. Everybody else doesn't actually have like cognitive abilities. They're basically just like NPCs that were placed in the world strategically for you to interact with, like a fucking video game, dude.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, duh.
COVID's making this more and more real, dude. I just interacted with the Drizzly driver that showed up. You know what? She's not fucking real. She was just like a creation of my mind, because I'm like, okay, yeah, so the Drizzly driver that brings my shit, she's taking a long time. It probably means she's inundated with orders, high volume, you know. So many people are ordering around the city because everybody's stuck at home. They're drinking booze. And she was like, "Oh my God, like, I'm so sorry I took so long. I do like 150 orders a day. There's so many people." And that it validated my theory. I was like, I created you. You were a fucking formation of my mind. You do not exist.
Well, you know what? The door. You know what it might actually have been, though? It could have been like a laggy server.
Yeah.
And you ordered something and your NPC was like glitching down the road when you weren't looking at him. And then that's what took so long.
I believe it, dude. The world's procedurally generated.
Yeah.
None of the shit outside of like 200 meters from you, none of it exists till you get there.
Yeah. You know, it's all joking aside, I've been thinking, I've actually thought a lot about this. For years I've been thinking like, oh, am I in a movie? Like shit only happens because I'm in a movie. And then like I thought more about it, and it's the most narcissistic thing you could ever think of.
Yeah.
To
It's
be
awesome.
like, oh, this is all a movie that I'm the star of.
Yeah, dude, solipsism is that. It's literally like they don't think. They are not capable of this thought. I'm the only one whose thoughts are actually real. It's fucking hilarious.
Is that what solipsism is? Is like the thought that you're in a simulation, or?
No, I mean it's more like the idea that like only your thoughts can be proven to be real, like, and that other people's thoughts might not necessarily be. Like they're not capable of like the deep thought. You know what I mean? Hold up, I'll look up the here. So
the Deafy
soundboard zaddy. Okay, solipsism. The view or theory that the self is all that can be known to exist. Dude, it's a very cool philosophical theory. I've been reading a lot about philosophy since I've been becoming an alcoholic in fucking quarantine.
It's
great.
Do you think that it's like you can be alcoholic when there's literally nothing else to do? Does that count?
No, but I think it starts to count once there is other stuff to do and you still opt to sit at home. Well, it's probably gonna happen. It's gonna happen to a lot of people, dude. They're gonna reopen.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, I got used to drinking a case of beer a day
alone
when I was doing nothing." Yeah, and now I'm with people, so I socially drink while also keeping up with the status quo that I did for months.
Dude, I can't wait to see how high all my friends' tolerances are when this is over. It's gonna be fucking sweet, dude. We're gonna have like games where we have races and see how fast we could drink a case. And be like, I bet I could do it in like 2 hours, dude. 12 beers an hour, easy, done. Dude, that's basically just 2 power hours, dude. Set the fucking clock. Take a shot of beer every minute, dude. You got it.
12 beers an hour would be 1 beer every 5 minutes.
Easy.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Dude,
I could do it though.
One time in college, my buddy, my frat brother, his like dare, it was during pledge season, so they were like, all right, so your challenge for tonight, you gotta chug like 3 pitchers of beer in like less than 2 hours. So he's just like sitting at F&M's like chugging fucking pitchers of beer in the corner. And he got to 3 and just starts fucking projectile vomiting everywhere. It was straight up beer like just coming out of him. He didn't have anything else in it.
Wait, 3 beers over the course of 2 hours?
3 pitchers of beer. That's
3 pitchers.
That's like 12 beers. That's like, it might be 15.
That's nothing. I could do that.
15 beers in 2 hours? You could do that?
Yeah.
I want to see you do it, dude. Let's do it on the pod. We're gonna have a 2-hour marathon set.
Dude, I could probably do it. I think I could do it.
We should do a live stream of you doing that while I play Tropico and make my fucking island country a better place for all of its citizens. I'm over here issuing decrees, dude.
It wouldn't be that hard. Like, you just have a timer at the bottom, and then you have like a beer count.
Yeah, you can do it. I can drink.
Let's see.
I can drink a
12 ounces.
I can drink a fifth in like a day.
12 ounces times. So it's 144 ounces. 12 beers in 2 hours, 144 ounces. That's like that's like 70 ounces an hour. That's not much.
Yeah, you could do it. I bet you could do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet you could do so easy.
Dude.
Yeah. What are those? What kind of beer is that?
So as I was talking to you before the podcast, this is a light lager. By Abita Brewing Company, because we're going on like a low carb diet soon, and this only has 2.6 carbs or whatever. I don't fucking care. See, what's funny is like, so me and Megan were like, all right, so we got to find like the beer that has the lowest carbs and blah blah blah. And so I was like, oh well, this has 2.6 or whatever, and all the other ones have like 8 to 10 or 12, whatever. And then I was like, yeah, but these are light beers, so I'm gonna drink these way fucking more. Like I told you before, like I literally bought a 24 pack yesterday, and I think I have like 8 beers left in my fridge. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter if it's like, oh, it's low carbs. Yeah, but it takes me like fucking 10 of them just to like feel something.
just to feel again,
Just to
dude.
feel.
You had 16 beers yesterday. I mean, that's not. I don't know, dude. I probably had eight shots total. So like, yeah, that's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. Anything over like 3 drinks is considered to be a lot. And I'm like, all right, well, once you get into upper territory, it doesn't really matter. I can just keep going.
Yeah. Once you pass what normal people get drunk on, no numbers matter anymore. Like when people are like, I had 12 or like I had 15 drinks last night. It's like, just tell me you had 7 drinks. Because anything more than that is way too much.
Dude, you get to a point where like you stop counting, or like you do count, but you don't even need to tell me. Just be like, I drank a bunch, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Like,
cool, don't we all? Anyway.
Like, you don't need to tell me that you drank a 5th last night, because then I'm going to worry about you. Like, even though I know that that's perfectly easily done. Like, just be like, I got really fucked up. I'm like, cool, dude. Like,
well, dude, I remember like fucking... like 2 or 3 years ago, I had the Buc-ee's mug. Like, you have the bucket, like the one that the one I got inspired you to get one.
The fucky sucky mug, dude.
The fucky sucky Buc-ee mug, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's like I think it's like 36 to 42 ounces of liquid that can go in it. It's like one of the big ones.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I would fill it up like partially with ice, half Captain Morgan and half Diet Coke, and I would have like 2 or 3 of those a night, and that's like
that's a lot.
Yeah, and now I have like 4 beers, and I'm like, guys, I can't drive.
Oh, that's good, dude. That's a good call. You got to do that. That's good. It's called growing up, dude.
I got the 30
I miss
ounce that
mug.
fucking tolerance though. I miss that tolerance.
No, you don't, dude. Because actually, when you get older and you keep up that like level of drinking, it like your tolerance gets lower as you become like worse of an alcoholic, because your liver's all fucked up and like can't process it as well, so you just get wasted like super quick, dude. Apparently that happens to like in stage alcoholics. They like fucking can't like drink at all. They have like 4 and they're like because their body's so fucked up. I don't know if that's true or not. That's something I remember from reading. But we're gonna go ahead and say that's true.
That's true. That's a My Other Buddy Devin fact.
We're essentially Snopes. We are the Snopes of drinking.
Dude, I fucking remember going like in high school during computer class, going to Snopes and like reading about like song myths, and they're like, somebody didn't actually die while they were recording roller coasters. Yeah. Do you remember being like so fucking dumb when you were younger?
Dude, I remember watching the video where they're like, here's the point where you can hear the scream because she was killed in the recording studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's a cursed song. Dude, do you know about that guy, like the founder of Snopes? Like him and his wife, dude. So like he's this like little like, well no, he's just like this nerdy little weird dude, and his wife's like morbidly obese, and he like started flying around the world once he started making money off Snopes and just like cheating on her with like Thai prostitutes. Like, dude, there's like pictures of him like in fucking Bangkok, like with his arms around these like prostitutes, and like his wife found out, and there's like this huge divorce, and like hold up, I'll fucking pull it up real quick.
Well, if you pull it up, I can't see it, so
I'm about to read it to you. Snopes.
Is it on Snopes.com though?
No, it should be. I hope
that would be fucking hilarious.
David Mickelson. All right,
what a
Barbara
dumb
David
shit
Mickelson.
name.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Hold up, here we go.
David Mickelson. Ugh.
Yeah, David Mickle. Oh man, one of the top results is Soros. That's really funny. David Mickelson. Wait, I'm gonna Google prostitute.
Just the best thing to do is like how to find prostitute New Orleans. That's like the best way you can look up about Snopes, right?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Owner of fact-checking website Snopes.com considers... Why won't this load? considers lawsuit
suicide.
He really though. He considers lawsuit allegations to be fake news. So he's now soliciting donations.
Oh my God.
All right, so they're divorced. Allegations painted
How
him
long
as
ago
a
was
money,
this?
This is like 3 years ago. Like, painted him as a money-hungry playboy who nickeled and dimed his ex-wife, Barbara, the co-founder, as well as spent nearly $100,000 on prostitutes and trips to exotic places. The suit claims the professional escort and former adult film star Alyssa Young is Mickelson's new wife. Young is one of the shareholders of Snopes. He's financially corrupt. He's a conniver looking for a fast paycheck. He nickeled and dimed her, said he was owed large sums of money. Where is the fucking juice, dude? I want the dirt. Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay. According to Mickelson's wife, Alyssa Young's website says she is a mature/experienced courtesan who understands that while pleasure and passion may be explored in the bedroom, it is hardly the only place. O'Brien charges $500 an hour and $5,000 for 24 hours. Fuck yeah, dude. That's sick. Good for her.
That is cheap as fuck.
Dude, good for her. And he's like, I did not embezzle or use any company funds to pay her before we were married and before she was officially hired at Snopes.com. She has long worked on behalf of Snopes, first as an unpaid volunteer, then as a full-time employee. It's only within the last year that she started to receive an actual salary. Damn, I'm gonna find a picture of him, dude. There's like literally a picture of him like with these prostitutes, and it's fucking awesome. I'm just like
I just want to go back like 1 minute when I said that that's very cheap for a prostitute. I'm not really sure how much prostitutes are. I don't want it to go out there that I know how much prostitutes cost, but I feel like 24 hours for $5,000 is not that expensive.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of escorts that charge like $4,000 a night, right? I mean, I guess is that 24 hours? What's a night? What does a night constitute?
Yeah,
dude, we should become lawyers.
What exactly do you constitute? What does the word "is" mean?
Yeah, going to law. Yeah, wait, is that Lionel Hutz?
That's whatever Bill Clinton. Define the
Mrs.
word
Simpson.
"is."
Mrs. Simpson, what exactly does the word "the" mean?
Is that a Simpsons reference or OJ?
It might be the Simpsons like parodying the Bill Clinton shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know anything anymore. I just know I like Lionel Hutz. That shit's funny. He's like, you're not looking at Lionel Hutz anymore. Lionel Hutz is dead. You're now speaking to Rodrigo Sanchez. He's burning all his shit in the fire.
Dude, I miss being like super fucking dumb, you know, like just believing anything that anyone said. Mm-hmm. Like I'm kind of like that now, but like I was super fucking stupid when I was a kid.
Yeah,
like
same.
Like you remember I did this as like a stand-up joke, but like you remember the myth of like yellow Skittles making your dick small because of yellow 5? Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear that?
Mountain Dew.
Like
Mountain Dew too, yeah, dude.
Oh, because it has yellow 5 in it?
Yeah, that's what I heard it from Mountain Dew. But yeah, it was definitely an urban legend.
That
dude.
Dude, I for years didn't eat fucking yellow Skittles because of that.
You just save them like, in a bag for later?
I would just throw them away. I'd be like, I don't want a fucking tiny dick. And it turns out I just already have a small dick. So like, who cares?
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, like I drank Mountain Dew forever and I have a tiny dick. So like, I don't know if correlation equals causation, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's another.
I was born with a small dick.
Yeah. My fucking dad said that when I popped out.
I'm just saying, if I keep eating yellow Skittles, if my dick got any smaller, it would be a vagina.
Yeah, dude, my fucking dad said that when I popped out of the womb, it's like a mosquito had like bitten like where my dick should be, and it was just a tiny little red bump, and it still looks like that today. It doesn't work.
They were like, "Oh my God, your baby has adult acne around where his dick should be." And it's like,
yeah,
no,
whoa.
that's it.
Your baby has a pock mark where his dick should be. It's like not even a dick or a vagina. It's just a little tiny little inward bump, like a what is it, concave bump?
Your dick is embossed.
Oh wow, looks like somebody used a hole puncher on your baby's skin and it didn't go all the way through, it just kind of indented it.
Your kid looks like if they took a Ken doll and shot a pellet gun at it and it hit him right where his penis should be.
Wow, your kid is a medical marvel, and like not the good kind, the really bad kind. The kind where I feel sorry for him.
I mean, we can take this shop vac that we have and try to suck a dick out, but I don't think it's going to be anything.
Yeah, we're not going to use the old trusty medical shop vac.
And it's just like a dirty fucking, like, it's like covered in drywall dust in the corner.
Yeah, that
thing. We just kept that when they constructed the wing of the hospital.
Yeah, we only use that for actual salvageable tiny dicks. Looks like your baby's just going straight to the dump.
You might want to just throw this baby away and try a different one. Because let me tell you.
I don't know if you guys like Steve Martin, but he has a great movie called Cheaper by the Dozen, if you know what I mean. You just have 12 of them. One of them's bound to have a big ass dick.
Carry on that big dick family name, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the improv special that Thomas Middleditch and Ben Schwartz are coming out with.
Yeah, when is that coming out?
All I'm thinking, it's coming out next Tuesday, I think, like a 21st.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bust a fucking fat load, dude. Fat improv load. Full up. Yes, I came.
But all I'm thinking of is how many fucking people are going to join improv because of that. Because, like, other than, like, Whose Line Is It Anyway, there's not really, like, any improv show or movie. And, well, I guess, Don't Think Twice. Yeah.
Dude, I cried at that movie.
Dude, I fucking bawled during that movie, man. That, like, movie. The Chris Gethard part where he's like, where's that? It's spoiler, who gives a fuck? When his dad dies, dude, fuck.
I rode my motorcycle back to Philly because my dad died.
That's my Chris Gethard impression.
I accidentally rode my motorcycle. Isn't it weird being weird?
Dude, isn't it funny that like Keegan-Michael Key has been like relegated to these like kind of shitty like comic relief roles outside of that, where he's just like kind of this asshole, like not really doing anything big, and then Jordan Peele is just like fucking on a throne, like full up in worship.
Yeah, people are literally like Jordan Peele hasn't walked anywhere since Get Out came out because people are just hoisting him around like he's a god. Meanwhile, Keegan-Michael Key is in a movie about firemen with John Cena.
He's in fucking Predator with like 10 lines and gets killed.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
That's a tough career though.
When they when they first got together and were like, all right, guy, like me and you, buddy, all the way. I'm Keegan-Michael Key. This is my super old wife that I will never leave because she's
beautiful.
She helps me through everything. And you'll just stay single forever. And then like 10 years later, Jordan Peele marries and has a baby with fucking Chelsea Peretti. Meanwhile, Keegan-Michael Key fucking dumps his wife and goes for like a hotter chick. Dude, fuck Keegan-Michael Key, man.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up. She was like his like speech coach or whatever.
Yeah.
What is she? Or his like dialect coach?
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking so stupid. I like can't imagine getting a dialect coach right now being like, I need you to help me do impressions of Chinese people for my improv podcast. I'll pay you $200 a day to teach me how to do the Wuhan accent because it's topical.
I really want to know how to do it because I don't want to be tasteless.
She literally just teaches you how to be like, oh, it's so very good. You're like, I've been working with a dialect coach.
Don't worry, guys. SNL, if you're listening, don't worry.
Wait, this is literally how Shane Gillis got fucking like kicked off SNL. Like he got hired and fired because he had a podcast where he went, oh, thank you very
What?
I can't wait to get fired.
Dude, that would be so fucking funny though, to get fired for that.
The exact same reason that another dude got fired from SNL. They're like, oh yeah, Big Shane was pretty funny until he did his little Asian accent.
Well, he said bad words though. I don't think he did an impression.
Yeah, they said like the C word and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cunt. He said
cunt a lot.
Oh man, it'd be really funny if somebody like fucking like Nick Mullen or something got fucking cast on SNL or like became like a writer for them.
Oh
There's
my
like no way it would happen because they already did that with Shane Gillis. Like it's already a real life thing. But like if he fucking hired him as a writer and he's just like, all right, so what if an Indian guy marries what's her name, the chick from Thick, Shrill. Sorry, what's her name?
Everybody in the writer's room just has like wide eyes and mouth agape. Like, how the fuck did this guy get hired?
Let's get Keenan from Keenan and Kel to play Kumail Nanjiani, and we'll get him to marry the chick from Shrill. Like she'll be 50-50. I can't imagine Keenan being like, hello, I was wondering if maybe we're about
Dude,
all right, that's the quota for accents that I can do on this.
But Nick Mullen's like in the writer's room like, is it racist to do whiteface? Okay, so Keenan.
Keenan, I'm gonna need you to cover your face in this oil of Olay or whatever, and I need you to trot out and do your best fucking Teddy Roosevelt impression.
It's like, no, Nick, we have people to do that. No, it's going to be very satirical if we have someone who's not white doing a Teddy Roosevelt impression.
Like, I think it'd be a good idea. What are you, gay?
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Take it back to the Norm Macdonald days, dude. I would like that. I really like Norm, dude. The other night, I was so drunk, I forgot Norm Macdonald's name. Ooh. I was like trying to reference something to Emily, and I was like, well, what's his name? You know, the guy from SNL who did Weekend Update. He was in Dirty Work. Nick something. What's it? Well, he kind of talks like this. He's like, well, I don't really know. Well, if you guys want to, you got a fucking dog face. And she's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm like, Celebrity Jeopardy. She's like, Norm Macdonald? And I was like, yes, I have literal brainworms from fucking booze. I'm turning into Joe Biden every day, more and more. I'm like, just like getting withered and like getting wrinkles in my face. My hair is turning gray. I'm like thinking about like kissing the cheeks of my like young nieces.
You're walking up slowly behind people and rubbing their shoulders.
Yeah, walking up, giving people shoulder rubs, thinking about stroking their hair. And I'm like, I never wanted to do any of this stuff before. My family doesn't even hug. And I'm like, I think it might be the brainworms from the Bacardi that I'm drinking. It's just turning me into Joe Biden.
Dude, I saw a pretty convincing argument on Facebook to vote for him. Well, one, because he's not Orange Man bad.
Oh, he's not Orange Man? All right, good one.
The actual argument is he's going to say some fucking crazy shit, and we won't be able to hear it if he's not president, so we might as well fucking...
So it's like the same argument that people had to vote for Trump, where they're like, he's going to say some wild shit. It's going to be pretty funny.
Yeah. And he just like dismantled everything that America stands for.
Yeah, he's kind of like destroyed our democracy and, literally shown like how the system is broken. Like I guess QAnon was right, dude. He's tearing it down. Great.
Dude,
excellent.
If that's like the one good thing that we can think about for the presidential, like Trump's presidency, is that like he's proven how fucking bad it could get, and it could still get worse.
Dude, I'm thinking about like a review of our podcast, and they're like, yeah, in one episode they talked about how Donald Trump wasn't actually all bad, and he actually improved America.
You know, they started doing like some accents, so I decided to skip ahead, and then they started talking about how good Trump was.
Just skip ahead like to certain points, dude. I feel like we've both gotten kind of like red pilled in the past year, but like in a good way, where you do realize that the fucking pedophiles do control everything.
Yeah.
Fucking Satanists, dude. The lizard people, they control everything.
Yeah.
Nothing you do really does matter. So I'm like, at this point, what am I even doing? I'm fucking sitting at my house. I'm boozing. I'm getting $850 a week from the government, like to not go to work. It's crazy. This is nuts. They're literally proving that like we're not that far away from universal basic income. If they can afford to do this, they can fucking give everybody fucking $800 a week.
Yeah. That's fucking insane. Like, to think that they can give everyone in the country $1,200, yet universal health care is apparently not going to work. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool,
it's fucking wild, dude. I'm like, oh, so we have the money for this. We just don't want to fucking give it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. If people here weren't so fucking complacent, like, there would be much more unrest. Like, this whole thing, like, has really exposed how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, counting money. I'm like counting money right now because I can't spend it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, cool. Like, thanks for the money that I could have spent like when shit was open.
Yeah, that I can like help the economy with. Now I just like, I'm gonna sit on this for however long you guys want me to.
Yeah, when I wasn't scared of getting fucking cheeseburgers delivered to my house because something might be on the cheeseburger that makes my lungs fill up with fluid and I drown in it. I probably would have bought some cheeseburgers with this money, dude. I probably would have bought a car.
Dude, I would have like pooled it all together and fucking put a down payment on a fucking house.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, I know people that are like trying to play the Wall Street bets, like stock market shit still, that like think that it's going to go down even more. It probably will. I mean, one of those people is me, but I'm not all in on it, you know? But there are people that are like, bro, I'm going to take this money from the collapse and I'm going to buy a house, dude. I'm going to buy blue chip stocks when they rock bottom and then I'm going to buy a fucking house. And like, they're not going to let you, dude. All the fucking shares have been bought. Like, the people who knew this was going to happen and actually kind of were like making it happen are already profiting off it. Like, there are people that are chosen to fucking make this money already. It's not for us, dude.
No. Dude, what's, I was just thinking, this is pretty conspiracy theorist, so I know it's very different for our podcast to talk about this.
Yes.
But
I don't know about those.
What if instead of like actual lizard people, like, you know how people are like, oh, they just rip their face off and they're lizard people, or they change their anamorphs or whatever.
They're animorphs.
What if instead of like the literal lizard people, they mean like they're figurative lizard people? So it'd make it true, but like lizard people are like the cult of people who are in like the White House or the Illuminati or whatever. It's like Skull and Bones, but they go by like lizard people.
I mean, that is what it is. It's like literal, like, people that have been preordained to do this or like worked their asses off to like get in with like the CIA types who are like, they're clearly like agents, like they're potential agents that are like, I could do anything. I will do anything to like make this fucking happen. I have no morals. Like, I don't fucking care about what happens. Like, I will get the job fucking done. Like, people like fucking Pete Buttigieg and shit that like came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That are just like, oh, like, yeah, I'll join the army at 30. Yeah, I'll do a tour so I can look a little more and more loyal to the country. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? That just makes no sense, dude.
Dude, I don't know. I think the world's gonna fucking end soon.
It is, dude. We're like living in it. It's fucking crazy. I kind of like it, but also don't. Like, I bought this game last night called it's like Plague something. Hold up, I'll tell you. I was telling you about it earlier, but I meant to talk about it. Plague.
It's like Plague the game. Oh wait, no, that's just what we're going through in society.
Not Plague Inc. What the fuck is it? I don't fucking remember, dude. It's
anyway, we'll just call it Plague Inc. because you can't remember it.
yeah, it's not Plague Inc., but it's like a PS4 game where you play as this like young girl in the 13th century in fucking France, and you have to like whisk your young brother across like the countryside to find him a cure, and you can like see rats and shit, like piles of rats that are like spreading it. And they're apparently unseen entities that fucking like will kill you immediately if they see you. So you have to fucking sneak. Oh. And I don't know why in my drunk brain I was like, this would be a fun game to fucking play during the pandemic quarantine when I'm like, this is literally what I'm doing in real life. Like I'm hiding from the unseen entity in my fucking house. I'm like, please don't get me.
We're like, wouldn't it be silly if it was like ghosts? That would be so much better.
It'd be dope if coronavirus was just ghosts.
Well, they were
like poltergeists that make your lungs fill up. Like,
ooh, it's like, oh no, the coronavirus, and then your lungs have water in them.
Dude, Trump comes on the fucking like coronavirus task force thing, and he's like, folks, turns out all we needed to do, all right, Dr. Anthony Fauci told me this, all we need to do is launch strategic electromagnetic pulse devices in specific areas that will expose the ghosts, okay? It will expose their ectoplasm, and then after that, we can suck them up with this giant shop vac that I've had the U.S. military so graciously build for all of us. We can take it out into the streets, okay? We're gonna make many shop vacs, so many, and we're gonna suck the ghosts up. And then we're going to let them suck us off. All right? As simple as that, folks.
We're going to suck the ghosts up and then suck them off.
It's gonna be like Ghostbusters. Look, I've never seen the movie. A lot of people told me that there's a scene when Dan Aykroyd gets sucked off by a ghost. I don't know. Look, I don't know him. But I'm thinking many top scientists at the World Health Organization have told me that if you get sucked off by ghosts, it's the best thing ever. It's great. It's even better than fucking kids. Folks, listen to me. I've done it many times.
It's better than having sex with your wife, quote unquote.
I've never had sex with my wife. No, never consensually, at least. And look, my Jesus Christ, that's
dude. How fucking every time I think about him and fucking Melania like having sex, it makes me want to fucking gouge my eyes out.
How many times have you thought about it?
5 times daily since 2003.
Yeah, I thought about it since I hit puberty. I was like, I wonder what that looks like. Like, let's have a notebook full of drawings. Dude, just like a notebook full of drawings of like different positions with Donald and Melania. And it's just like really crudely drawn. From the DeviantArt. We were doing that the other time.
DeviantArt. Most of it, like when I first started drawing it, it looked like Slimer and the bad guy from Coraline fucking each other. Mm-hmm. And then I started to find my artistic style. And it went through like a Rick and Morty phase where they were like very skinny with big mouths. And then it went to the Simpsons phase where he was fucking her with 4 fingers. That was cool. And then I really got into like realism, and so I've really gotten like down with like drawing them fucking but it's like very realistic. You think you're looking at a picture.
Well, yeah, it's the only thing that gets me off anymore.
Yeah,
and it's your DeviantArt page. That's the only way I can really come.
And it's always missionary style, and you never see their privates.
Dude, I'd like you to describe some more pictures in your DeviantArt while I go mix up another cocktail. I'm sorry.
All right.
Hold on 1 second.
So one of the pictures I have is so it's President Trump and Melania, and they are sitting outside of the Washington Monument, and you think like, oh, it's very patriotic, like how they're doing it. But I drew it kind of H.R. Giger style, with a lot of like futuristic biometric like a cocoon that they were in. It was missionary while they were having sex, of course, and Donald Trump's head looked like the xenomorph from Alien, while Melania's face. While Melania's face, her whole head looked like a face hugger, and her mouth looked like the face hugger mouth, but it looked like a vagina. And there's a speech bubble that says, "Oh, that's something else I have to fuck," and it's coming from Donald Trump saying that while he's having sex with Melania, missionary style. So basically, like, you're getting inside the head of Donald Trump while he's having sex. He's like, oh, I got to do something else after this, so I don't. So it really makes you like. It really makes you think, it puts in perspective, like, what is more important in life, and you think like, oh, I don't want to quote unquote bust my nut yet because I might have something else later on, and you don't want to. I can't believe I'm talking this long about this. You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to like put too much energy towards something that maybe later. You like something else more, but you've already put too much time and effort into this first thing that you're doing. So it's really like an allegory for like finding something that you love and putting all your effort towards it. But if it's not the thing that you truly love, you in the future you might find true love and happiness in your dreams. Nice, dude. That was very eloquent. I really liked it. Yeah, that's just one picture. I have many more pictures. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a fucking art history description if I ever heard one. I really liked the part about Donald Trump's ovipositor fucking like entering Melania and just depositing eggs, like felt like face hugger eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like just so they could fucking hatch out of her stomach and chest and then infect others in the immediate vicinity. I think that's the most beautiful part. And I really wish that somebody would come out with an Alien remake starring political figures. I think it would be amazing. It wouldn't be too far off from reality. Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, like we've had Ronald Reagan, we've had other presidents being in movies. We should have you want to have a remake? Remake a movie with a current president. And remake. Donald Trump was in. We could remake Home Alone 2. He was in that. He literally molested Macaulay Culkin on the set of Home Alone 2. Yeah, if you look in the bonus features, because in the bonus features it like goes into the house, like it's the outside of the house, and if you click on the door twice, it's like you're knocking on the door. The door opens, you go in, and it is a violent. Hey, look, Macaulay, I'm sorry. I saw you from afar. I thought, hey, gotta have it. And look, when you're a billionaire like me, kid, you can do whatever you want. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab your ass and I'm gonna jerk you off. And look, I know what you're thinking if you're listening. Like, wow, that's graphic, that's gross. We're just reporting what we know is factual from the Home Alone 2 DVD. Yeah, it's in the director's cut, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, look, you can get mad at us as much as you want, but that is just what happened in the Home Alone 2 DVD features. Sorry. Yeah, dude, don't get mad at us. Get mad at what's the dude's name who made Breakfast Club? John Hughes. Get mad at John Hughes, dude. Yeah. All right. Get mad at a dead man. Why don't you pieces of shit? I bet you would. You'd spit on his grave because he did make Home Alone. He made Home Alone 2. John Hughes died. Yeah, John Hughes died. He's like famously dead. Yeah, or is this news? No, he just died of COVID-19. Nice. No, he died in 2009, bro. What? Oh my God, it's 59. Been 11 years. It's been 11 years, dude. Wait, let's see. Yeah, he did Home Alone 3. Holy shit! Ew, that movie sucked. That one sucked. Dude, there's like 2 more Home Alone movies after 3 too, which is weird. Home Alone was like the American Pie of kids movies.
Yeah,
that and Air Bud are like two fucking. Dude, there's so many fucking Air Bud movies. Have you seen them all?
Dude,
I have.
I have seen the first Air Bud. I'm looking at the fucking theatrical poster for Home Alone, and Daniel Stern's face is so fucking funny. Dude, he's standing in the window like Kubrick staring at this fucking child.
I think when we post this episode tomorrow, you have to put it like also in the post.
Yeah, Daniel Stern's face. Dude, directed by Chris Columbus. Oh, wow, this dude's name is Christopher Columbus.
I never got why people keep like fucking dumb as shit names.
Dude, he directed Gremlins, The Goonies, Adventures in Babysitting, Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Mrs. Doubtfire, fucking Bicentennial Man, and the Harry Potter fucking movies. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Night at the Museum, The Help. Dude, what?
The Help.
and The Help.
They were like, look, Chris, we got this new movie. It's very racially sensitive, but it's going to, shine light on how terrible, the black experience was back in the day. We know that you're very well versed because you did Night at the Museum and also Home Alone 2. Will you direct this movie? And he's like, I'm gonna die soon, so probably.
Yeah, he's like, I'm down. I really want to make Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer fucking hang out with Jessica Chastain. It's like he's playing The Sims. He's like, I want to make them be friends and hate it.
It's like if he was asked like, what's your SNL cast, if you can, your dream SNL cast, but it's only women who would hate each other. And it's like, let's see, Emma Stone, Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, and Jessica Chastain. And he's like, perfect.
Oh God, Jessica Chastain, dude. That's a lovely broad.
You mean Bryce Dallas Howard?
No, dude. Jessica Chastain was in Molly's Game, dude.
I know they do. They look exactly alike. Isn't that?
Wait. Bryce Dallas Howard is in The Help. Apparently,
what?
Looking at they do look a lot.
Did they
alike.
play twin sisters?
No, wait. What? Why are they both in that?
I don't know. That's like putting Isla Fisher and the other one. What's her fucking name? The one from Batman.
Oh yeah, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
No, Batman versus Superman. Fucking what's her name? Oh my God, it's Isla Fisher and fucking. God damn it.
Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, she played Lois.
We're back in our movie tip. Let's see.
She played Lois Lane. Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. Fuck, I knew it was alliteration. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill, that lady? Dude, she's fucking hot. Dude,
Gal Gadot is in Batman vs. Wait.
Yeah, she plays.
I never saw that. Dude.
Yeah, it's awful. Hey, you want to know what the crux of the movie is? The spoiler alert of the whole movie?
What?
Is that their moms are named Martha.
Wait, both their moms?
Yeah, Batman is literally about to stab Superman in the face with a Krypton dagger or spear. And he's like, I gotta save Martha. And he's like, why did you say that name? That's my mom's name. We're friends now. Like, that's literally what happens.
Oh my God. Wait, yeah, look at the plot. Before Batman can kill Superman with the spear, Superman urges Batman to save Martha.
And then literally he's like, why'd you say that name?
It confuses him long enough for Lois Lane to arrive and explain what he meant. He's like, wait, what? What do you mean? Why are you
saying that name?
My mom's been dead for 35 years. Wait, what? And she's like,
no, Batman, you gotta understand, Superman's mom's name is also Martha, but she's not his real mom. He's an alien from the planet Krypton who crash landed here some 30-odd years ago.
It's like, Riddler, how'd you get here?
Who is speaking to me? Dude, Joe Biden is Batman. He's like, well, the thing was, when I worked as a lifeguard at a public pool, There was a fellow there who didn't respect justice. A fellow there named Corn Pop.
Dude, you know how like SNL does that shit where it's like they'll do casting and they'll like have people act like other people? Mm-hmm. We should do a sketch where it's people doing Joe Biden, like famous people doing Joe Biden, because we already have Daniel Plainview, and then we have Batman.
Batman doing Joe. What's another good one, dude?
Owen Wilson.
Who?
Owen Wilson, and he's like, "Wow, who are you? Where am I? This is amazing."
Yeah, I worked as a lifeguard at this public pool in Austin, and there was a real bad fella there. I went by the name of Corn Pop.
I was like, wow.
Hey, what can I say? I worked at a public pool for some time. I was a real man of the people. Didn't know him. But look, we are the very best people at this public pool. One of these people's names. His name is Corn Pop. Real bad fella, folks. You wouldn't even believe it if you saw him. Real bad guy.
I said we should build a wall around this pool, and it's only for the people who are already in the pool, and we have no new people in the pool.
He met me out in the parking lot with a knife, and I was like, "What are you doing?" My heart just about damn near stopped. What did I do? Shook his hand. We made a deal. All right. Now he's one of my very best advisors. Great man. Who knows?
I just picture like Donald Trump.
He's my race relations advisor.
Just picturing Donald Trump like in front of like a blue screen during an audition, and he's wearing like a long gray wig because he doesn't really know what Joe Biden looks like. And he's just like just reading.
He looks like Gandalf.
He's like, I'm not sure exactly what the character is. I only know that I don't like this man, so I don't like Gandalf because he scared me when I watched those movies. I watched them when I was underneath a sheet. I was very scared.
He's like, hey, what can I say? You shall not pass.
You shall not pass that law.
Yeah, that rules, dude.
Oh man! All right, you ready? You want to do some plugs, some pluggy wuggies?
Yeah. Oh, are we at an hour? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's get it, dude.
I can always tell when we're at an hour because my head hurts from laughing so much. Am I right?
Yeah,
am I right, audience?
Exactly.
Boom.
Oh, got it.
Right. Yeah, so we got yeahdude.com. It's an umbrella where you can find all of our podcast, videos, blogs, and merch. We got a lot of merch in the merch part.
We have so much merch,
I lost
dude.
the last part of that. And we also have a book, Poems to Read to Your Stepdad. Go on Amazon, just type in Poems to Read to Your Stepdad, or type in one of our names, DEVIN, and then Howard or Mellon, however you want to spell it.
Yeah, HOWARD or MULLIN.
And it'll come up. Buy it. It's fun to read on the turlet. Apparently, that's what everybody's been saying.
Yeah.
And then once all this is over, if you see us in public, we'll sign your fucking book. Ask our Cleve boys. Cleve boys.
Yeah, Cleveland fellas, dude. They all bought it. Hopefully when this is over, or when it dies down a little bit, we'll have some live shows again. It should be over the summer. I assume that I don't think Bank Street will close.
Yeah.
We still have a agreement with them. I'm going to reach out today to I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to reach out to her and be like, hey, how you doing? I know we've never actually really hung out or talked in real life, but just checking in on you.
I know this seems like I'm just playing it up, but do we still have shows there?
Yeah, we're friends still, right? No, open it up with, hey, are we still friends? Just like, who is this?
No, just no hey, no nothing. Just, are we still friends?
Do you like me still? Like, do you think that I'm a bad guy?
What did I do to deserve this?
What the fuck did I do wrong?
Everything on social media is at My Other Buddy Devin. We have an email at My Other Buddy Devin. No, email is myotherbuddydevin@gmail.com. Send us some questions. Send us some whatever. And also, we got a fucking
hotline.
Damn hotline if I can find the number. It's so hard to remember, dude. It's okay. So if you want to call us, leave a voicemail, ask a question, talk to us. It's 504-233-8894. That's 504-233-8894. Leave a message.
504-233-8894.
Leave a message and we'll read it on the air. No one has sent a message since the last time we had messages, so not doing it this time, bitches.
Yeah, please leave us messages. Please listen to our podcast. We only see our significant others.
Woody,
and any
please.
kind of social contact is welcome.
Please, please, we're begging you.
I'm a little baby who needs to talk to people. Oh, it makes me so mad when I don't talk to people. It makes me want to go vote the wrong party.
If you don't listen to our podcast, we're going to vote for Orange Man Bad.
You look like a gun to your head. You're like, don't make me do it.
Please.
I'll fucking do it.
All right. Yeah, that's it. See y'all next week. Bye.
All right. Stay sleazy. Bye.